So there are certain things
Okay.
in the dream that I kind of just intuitively knew. So I'll explain those things as
Okay.
well, because there wasn't like really much of a narrative that I can just like feed to you guys. But basically, I was on another cruise. Um,
Oh no.
I mean, I wasn't really me on this cruise. I knew that I was on a planet that was in the middle of being colonized.
Okay.
And this is like near future-ish, like not super like far into the future. I would say it was probably like, you know, in the 24th century or something. So all of the technology was like pretty familiar, and there wasn't anything that was like super extravagant. But me and my family were new to this planet, and we went on on like this 1 month cruise that was just sort of like exploring the planet. Basically, how the dream, like there was some unimportant stuff before the dream really started, but how the dream started was I started hearing rain, and it was really weird rain. So I was bunking on the top floor of this ship, like I did on my most recent cruise, and I was in my cabin, and I started hearing really hard rain. And it sounded like hail. Oh, also the internet was out. Like the internet was just down for the ship, so I couldn't really talk to my family. I called. I tried to call them and they didn't pick up because I don't think that they were like in their cabin with the phone where they were. And I remember going up, like on deck, and seeing the top layer of the cruise ship just pincushioned with arrows.
Oh wait, we're supposed to go this way.
And like corpses just like lying there with just like arrows sticking out of them. I immediately started to have a panic attack. I was like, "What? What? I, I don't.
Fair.
I don't. What is this? What is this? What? I don't. What? Huh?" I remember thinking in the dream, like, I am dreaming right now. Like this is not real, but it felt so real, and I couldn't control the dream because it felt too real. Like I couldn't go into like a state of vivid dreaming because it was too real. There wasn't anything that I could like take advantage of. So I went back to on the way back to my cabin. I went down under to this place called a solarium, where it's basically like pools and like glass, and you have like a really good view of the delta that we were sailing through at that point, which was like pretty close to the shore, like definitely within like crossbow or bow range. Like I knew like pretty much right away, like oh my god, we were being fucking attacked by like
This is it.
by like indigenous people, and I was like, ah.
Oh,
Oh
So
shit.
I remembered that my mom had bought me early on in the trip.
I
That my
got
mom had bought me a souvenir. Well, two souvenirs. She had bought me like this gladius type sword and a shield.
Of course.
I remember being like, okay, why is this okay?
God
We shouldn't be able to
chosen me?
like bring weapons on there. And she was like, oh no. I talked to the captain and he said it was fine. And I was like, okay, well whatever, fuck it.
Let's try.
Like I'm not gonna keep the sword and shield, so whatever. I remember like packing up all of my really important shit, like my meds, and like getting some. I remember bottling like a bunch of water, and like making a bug out bag basically with my backpack, because I was like, I'm having a panic attack. I need to leave. I need to get out of here. And while I was doing that, I start hearing noises sort of below me, like noises of people being killed. Oh, by the way, this is taking place at like just as the sun was rising. But most of the people on the ship were asleep because like it's a cruise, and this is a long cruise, so a lot of people are like hungover and whatever. I remember eating some food and waiting for people, and nobody came. And this is a cruise with like 800 people. Nobody came to the cafeteria. I waited there for like at least 30 minutes. I saw some tribal men enter from the other end of the cafeteria
From
and
stage
took
left.
cover. And from that point on, it was kind of like a blur, because I remember killing at least 2 or 3 guys because these natives that were not very good at fighting. I had a shield, and they were using like, you know, Ark Survival Evolved stone axes, basically. After that, it kind of gets fuzzy, but I remember doing some exploring around the ship and getting lucky and not running into some of the tribal people. And I think I went to like the captain's cabin or something, and he had like I got on his computer, and in his emails he had stuff talking about the tribute. It was like I sort of like pieced together that this cruise ship of people was intentionally sailed like all the way north, or like all the way to this like across this planet, to tribute
I
all
don't
of
know
these
what
people
we're doing.
to like
We're
this
racing. Just trying
this
to...
indigenous
This is
clan
amazing.
of cannibals. And as I came up from that, as I came out of the cabin and went back and saw the view of the stuff that was, because somebody was still steering the ship. The ship was still sailing at this point, and I remember seeing these fucking massive ancient Greco-Roman sort of type buildings and being like, holy shit, what the fuck is happening to me? And then I woke up.
Cool.
Cool dream.
So true.